we can start our demo session. I think I have introduced it last time, but still, again, I'll introduce myself. I'm Satish, joined from Hyderabad, India, and I have 15 years of experience in various domains. And technology-wise, I have worked with Java JT applications and then big data applications with AWS Cloud. I'm working in one of the leading IT industry organization, and I'm working as a data architect. So this is about brief about me. So today I'm not going to give you any I'm not going to cover any topics as such, but this demo is basically for set up our understandings mutually, like what I'm going to cover in the whole data engineering course. And then also I'll understand what is your expectation from me, right? And also I want to understand a little bit technical background of you. And then further, we can discuss if any question answers for 10 minutes. Then we can wind up. After that, definitely you can attend one or two classes so that you will understand, how, we are, how things are going on. Right. So hope you are able to see my screen. Can anyone confirm? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can see it.
Okay, Hari. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So I am showcasing you the outlines of, what we are going to cover in this course, AWS Data Engineering. This is high level content, and then we'll take the next step. Okay. Another very important thing is, after the discussions, you can go ahead and give your feedbacks to the Visualpath who has invited to you. No need to give your feedback here itself. Okay. This is just to understand, set up the mutual understanding session. This is basically. So you give your feedbacks after this session to the Visualpath. Till then, you can go on mute. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the high level content. We starting with, there are three major contents in this course. Okay. One is AWS cloud, AWS cloud services, starting from the basic services to the data engineering related services like EMR, Glue, Athena, right? And then like starting from EC2 instance, S3, IAM, identity and access management, Redshift, Glue, RDS is database services, EMR, right? So these are the services we are going to cover in AWS. Before that, we'll give you some introduction about big data, and then we'll go to Hive basics, Hive and Yarn basics, Apache Scoop, and NoSQL databases will cover like HBase, Cassandra. And once these things are done, the second thing we are going to cover is PySpark. Either we'll do Scala Spark or PySpark. So majorly we'll go, I think most probably we'll go with the PySpark, Python. So I'll cover Python also with some programs, the initial introduction of Python, and then some programs I'll cover, and I'll cover OOPS concepts, file loading, file reading, writing concepts. So that much will be that much is sufficient for your PySpark. So then we'll cover PySpark after Python. Most probably we'll run PySpark in AWS Glue, which is trending in the industry right now as a, like data pipelines. We are running AWS Glue jobs. We are running as a data pipelines. And then finally, we'll cover some of the important tools. Third one is like Kafka, Apache Nifi, like Snowflake, Flink, and Airflow. So this is the contents at high level. Okay. Hope you understand this. And now we'll understand what is your expectation one by one, so that we'll be on same path, same understanding. There won't be any discrepancy once we start the course. There should not be any misunderstandings. I was expecting this, not that way. Let's understand. Let's both understand the same thing, right? So anyone can start. Tell me your what is your technical expertise a little bit, and then what you are expecting from me in this course.
Okay, so I wanted to check like whether we are going to learn big data from the scratch and then EMR as a service and Glue as a service in AWS.
Hari, yeah, I think yes. We are, as I covered in the this high level content. You are seeing Glue here. You are seeing EMR here, and then Hadoop ecosystem, HDFS, Yarn, Hive Basics, Scoop. So these are big data tools only, right?
Uh,
May I know
one more
what
thing,
is
like
your
yeah, actually I am
please?
very much new to data engineering. So like, would there be any prerequisites like Java should be there? Because I don't know Java as well, right, for this. So
Are you
just wanted to
working
check.
somewhere?
Yeah, I'm working for Brank actually. So it's into data analytics platform, and currently I'm an infrastructure manager here. But like I just wanted to enter into this field where we want to understand more about EMR, work with EMR, then Glue and other things.
So you are developing infrastructure, AWS infrastructure, is it?
Currently, I'm an infrastructure admin manager actually. So, but like we also
So
deal
what
with
you develop?
yeah. So we are like going to set up DevOps and everything for our feature teams who are working on on-prem right now. We are migrating from on-prem to AWS, and that is where we wanted to have these setups. Like we have set up EMR, we have set up Glue as well as an infra side. But to
Okay,
understand more about how it works and all of that is my area of interest right now. So wanted to check if you have any
okay.
prerequisites for it, like Java should be a mandatory one or not.
Okay, for your first question, probably, so I have answered. I think Glue, EMR, we will cover. See, as I told earlier, also, I think if you have joined last time, so there are three different, we can say jobs, like infra people, development people, and then data architects, right? So, as an infrastructure guy, you may understand, see, because we will create EC2 instance coming from here, creating EC2 instance, Athena, S3, these all we will do practicals, okay, RDS. But then we will do practicals which is required for, the basic understanding for data engineering, but not the infrastructure creation wise. For infra creation you need to know more, like how to set up VPCs, IAM roles. uh,
Sorry, Satish. I have already done the infra setup for it. I am not looking for that. I am
okay,
looking
great.
for understanding, having deeper understanding of EMR, deeper understanding of Glue, and big data, so that I can help my
Yeah,
clients.
that is what we may not very go deep, because we will create EMR cluster and run Hadoop Hive scoop jobs over there, and we'll see any issues. Then we'll see the logs, like a developer kind of work we are going to do here, right?
Yeah, got it.
But
I wanted that.
definitely in front of you we will create EMR cluster, we'll up and running, we'll make EMR up and running, and then we'll see what are different areas we can cover in EMR. Yeah, that we can do. Further you have to do on your own more.
That is fine. That is fine. We also use
Okay,
Airflow for
okay, right.
using DAGs and other things. So Airflow is also there, is
Yeah.
Okay.
what I from
Hi,
the
Satish.
last class.
Yeah, sorry. So this is Charan. So uh, I'm
Yeah, Charan.
working as a SQL developer. So actually, in my project, we are migrating it to AWS Redshift. So they are using some tools like Glue, step functions, and also Lambda functions. So just want to understand. I want to have a clear overview of how we could able to implement a data warehousing through Redshift. So are we going to cover those things here?
Okay, so data migration. to Redshift. From where you are migrating? From on-premise?
So yeah, so we generally get like flat files. Some flat files we are trying to migrate it through using some glue functions and stub functions, because the data is not that much. We should do
Yeah,
some transformations and load it into the Redshift. And yeah, that's where I want to
definitely.
understand the full cycle of like how it goes into it.
So here is the content of Redshift. Okay. If you see here, load data from S3, process data, understanding this Redshift architecture and get data from various sources. So we'll try to cover, like from glue to Redshift, how we can connect using step functions. We'll try
Yes,
to
yeah,
do that.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Anybody else?
Hello, I'm Kannan. So basically, I'm a BA resource. So I have a question like, are you going to cover Databricks as part of this course?
May I know your good name?
Kannan,
Mm,
Kannan, K-A-N-N-A-N, Kannan.
Kannan. Okay. So Kannan, I don't think we are going to cover Databricks. That itself is a different course, basically. But when we are running the PySpark programs, we use notebooks and Glue we'll use, but not Databricks here. Databricks is different course basically. But if there is any free version, probably we'll try to. I'm not giving any guarantee here because that is different course. We cannot cover there here itself. But if you want a overview, creating, like one Databricks session, I can take. Okay, how we can run PySpark programs in Databricks tool, but then I cannot cover complete Databricks here.
Okay, so this. And one more thing, like, is there like in real time, is anyone they are using Databricks as a database, basically to store the data or just for processing only?
Processing the data. Databricks is like processing the data, and you can use Redshift, AWS S3, or if you want to store in Hadoop ecosystem, HDFS locations. These are the places you can store your data.
They don't have like inbuilt like data storage, right? By default, like the data will not store in its default location, right, for Databricks.
Maybe I'm not sure about that. If you have based on your architecture, right, basically, so where you want to store the data, basically, that way
Okay,
it will store.
okay,
So that
okay.
is your
Right.
expectation, like
No.
Databricks.
Basically, I'm looking for AWS data engineering plus Databricks also. So, so
Now,
the
in
weightage
that
will be
case,
like,
one of the class will try to, explore how PySpark we can run in Databricks, and you can parallelly explore. If anything is required, definitely we can discuss and then try to do more. But I have a specific timelines like probably this complete course will go for 2 months, like 60 days, up to 60 days, 50 to 60 days.
okay,
So I need to cover this complete course, right? So
I
let's
got
see.
you. I
I
got
don't know how we can. Yeah.
And also one more question, Satish. Is it something like an interactive course? Are we going to have a hands-on?
Okay. So definitely it is an interactive. You can probably while setting up the infrastructure, while doing some, you can ask questions. But if you are struggling some issues in your projects, office related projects, you can ask questions, but we cannot together sit and resolve those issues. That's not possible because
Oh,
1 hour timeline, I need to cover that course, right, every day. But definitely we can discuss if you're stuck somewhere in your office projects also, but we can discuss. I can I'll try to cover in next class. That way it will go on.
okay. Thank you.
That's your expectation or anything else?
No, no. I was just curious about, are we going to do any hands-on, like when you are doing some
Hands-on you have
real?
to do. See, I will showcase, say, for example, a scoop job. Okay, I will
Mhm.
um, I will say that import export jobs I will do from RDS instance to HDFS locations and vice versa. Probably I'll give you a work, like do one POC on how to get the batch jobs or incremental data from RDS to HDFS. You have to do that POC. So unless and
Okay.
until you don't do your hands dirty, you can't explore, right? So
Yeah,
I will showcase some examples here. You have to do it on your own. Few more.
yeah. If you set up that direction, yeah, that would be.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, this is Bimson, and I'm currently working as a DevOps consultant. And the main reason for this one is like to get some certification from the AWS Data Engineering, and also get some uh, to understand like how in real life means like in real work scenario how they use those services, not just only the concept like to understand how really they use in real time, how they process the data and all those stuff. Will you be explaining with some real time scenarios, or like will it be more of concept based?
Okay. You have two questions. One is you wanted to do certification. We'll understand
Yeah,
that first. And then second
yeah,
thing
correct.
is you are asking real-time scenarios. See, I will give you an
Yeah,
example. Real-time scenarios meaning, say in data engineering, we'll read the data and store the data. Like we'll read .csv files, or maybe JSON files, or maybe ORC format, Parquet formats, and then we'll store them.
okay,
We can take an examples of that, and same thing will be applied in real time as well. But real time, like say insurance domain examples or banking domain examples, we cannot cover here. I will cover the concepts. I'll cover the basics so that you will be able to work in your real time projects.
okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't want the
Domain
real
wise,
one
we
like
cannot
means
cover. Yeah,
no, not the domain knowledge, like the exactly what you said, like it doesn't need to be the real data or something, like some
correct,
example how they implement, like in real company they might implement with huge data, but here if it's small one with example. Okay,
correct, absolutely right.
so if I complete this one, will I be able to give the means obviously I need to cover the theory part as well, but will I be able to
Uh,
give the certification as well?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Uh,
No, it's fine. Yeah.
See, what you can do is you can attend the interviews. You can clear the interviews by doing some POCs, by reading some documents. I will direct here, and also certification is little bit different. I
Mm.
don't know which kind of certification you want to do, like developer certification, or the data analytics certification, or architect level certification. Accordingly, you have to prepare. Say, for example, if you want to prepare for architect, you have to understand the scenario based. You have to understand the architectures, right?
Yeah.
You have to little more deep dive once the class is over. You have to sit and prepare for that. You have to go with previous papers of that particular certification. So these all things you have to do. Here you
Okay.
will clear. Here, you will understand some of the AWS services, and then data related aspects, and further you have to deep dive.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, got it now. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
No, the only reason like
By
I
the
got
way, which
UW,
certification you wanted to do?
uh, data associate, data engineer associate.
Data engineer associate.
Yeah, I think recently they launched, and it's like April they launched that one. Yeah.
Data engineer associate. Okay, I didn't know about that. I
Yeah.
know data analytics. That is for data
Okay.
engineers and data analysts.
I think they're retiring like few certifications and they combined into some single data certificate. I bought
Hmm.
Udemy. The main like they just explain the concept. Nothing they explain with the real time. It's like few examples. That's the main reason. Like I'm looking for
You have to
which
see the
can like,
previous paper and understand the patterns. Accordingly,
okay.
you have to prepare. So my recommendation is you should wait if it is launched in April. Then you should wait like a few more months so that you try to get the previous papers and understand the patterns. Then prepare for the exam.
Are we also going to cover transient EMR clusters?
You mean to say serverless?
Yes, like I mean, based on the DAG files, or egg files, I would say, the EMR clusters would be like based on the jobs, airflow jobs. These will be scheduled, and the cluster will be run only at the time, and then it will be disconnected post the job is done. Like not having a permanent
Hmm.
persistent cluster, but having clusters based on the need and job.
Yeah, because EMRs are cost involved, right? After your job completion, you should go ahead and terminate it. That's what you're expecting.
Yes, yes.
See, we'll try to do some job scheduling. Once after that, probably we may manually go ahead and delete the infrastructure because um, you know, or you see here we cannot set up that kind of environment, right? Like after your job completion, you cannot you go ahead and delete the EMR cluster. But I'll try to do that. I'll try to cover in one of the classes, but I'm deleting my EMR cluster manually. So if any provision is there in the tool which we are going to explore for scheduling and then um, you know decommissioning the EMR cluster, then we'll try to cover that.
Okay, actually, we use airflow jobs for this particular thing.
Okay,
We
then
we
we'll
have
try to do that. Airflow,
yeah
anyways, we are going to.
we have the setup in secrets or like lambda function, and then try to create a cluster accordingly, and then once that is done, it will be
So
disconnect
you are
afterwards.
using CFNs for that cloud
we
formation
are
scripts.
we are using airflow and secrets in AWS. Also, there are
Hmm.
few projects where we are using lambda functions also, where we try to
For
run the
setting up
cluster.
EMR.
Yes, those configuration details would be there, and then we set it up there.
Another quick question. In case like if you miss the class, like will there be any recording to watch it later or
Yeah, you have to contact Visualpath. They will provide you the recording of that,
okay,
previous class.
okay, thank you.
And would we be able to see one production grade deployment in EMR, or like it would be a normal project?
Production grade means what is your expectation?
Like
EMR, we will see.
right, we have everything on private systems only, like VPC
See,
endpoints.
we will set up the EMR cluster. We'll see Hive jobs running over there, like MapReduce jobs programs, and then we'll run scoop import export jobs, and we'll see the logs. EMR we won't do much because most of the people now many of the people are migrating to this AWS Glue. So we will do our PySpark programming over there itself. EMR cluster I will create and I will showcase how we can create and execute the jobs over there. But production relate, no, that won't happen.
Okay, we use EMR Studio only still. I mean, like Jupyter notebooks in EMR
Okay.
Studio. Try to
Okay. Yeah, still some of the people are using it. Depends on the customer requirements. Some customers don't want to change
What about Kafka? Like, are we going to see the connectivity from EMR to Kafka as well?
EMR to Kafka. Like EMR to Kafka, Spark Kafka integration you are seeing here, right? AWS EMR, how to submit a project using AWS EMR in Kafka. So that we will cover. This is what you are asking, right?
I mean, like we used to cover, used to connect from EMR Studio Jupyter books to the Kafka. We used to connect to Snowflake, and then do some operations on top of it. So pushing some
Mhm.
messages and then this and all that. So we used to do that.
Okay. Let me know your requirements 1 or 2 days before because I am not going to create EMR like that only and leave it. We need to create EMR there itself and knocking off so that we can set up, according to your requirement. We'll try to do that. I think everybody we covered, right? Priyanka, Sharan, these are done. Viresh.
I have one quick question. Do we know the schedule for the Like any approximate timings, what we are planning for the next batch?
We'll update you soon. Visualpath will let
Okay,
you know.
okay, cool.
Probably
Thank you.
from May 2nd. May 1st is holiday for everyone, right?
Mm.
So probably this week itself, somewhere. They'll let you know.
Okay, cool. Fine. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys. So basically, I think everyone is in same understanding. This course is created for people who need experience for 3 to 4 years. Okay, not like at architect levels. Up to 3 to 4 years. Definitely, you can go ahead and give your interviews. Say, for example, you have 5 years experience in some other thing, and you need 3 years experience in big data. Definitely, this course will help you. Okay.
I forgot to ask one question. Like, do we need Java for this as a prerequisite, or
Okay. Somebody asked this question actually, Harry. I think you only asked, is it?
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Prerequisite is either Java or Scala or Python. But then, if you don't know, don't worry. Whenever we have started, you start exploring and doing more POCs, more programs, run your Python scripts, okay, and then explore there itself. That will be sufficient. I'm going to cover Python up to some extent, and sessions time would be at 8 p.m. as of now. I think we'll stick with that timelines.
Satish, is there any practical project will be there, like how we can connect to the AWS from Python and from PySpark like that?
So here, when we are doing all
Mhm.
these are all concepts we'll cover to do your project. So we'll try to do one a small project, but like development project, but not production related.
Okay,
But PySpark project we can cover, but not for everything. PySpark is
okay,
much more important actually in the whole course basically.
okay, okay. And from the AWS side, we'll be covering this S3, Glue, Athena, right? Those things.
Yes, yes. I think you have joined little late. I have covered this
Yeah.
course content at the beginning. Yes, we are going to cover, all these Athena, S3, Redshift, Glue, RDS, IAM. Every service may take 1 or 2 days. Okay. But then there is a lot to understand and explore. Say, for example, if you take S3, I can create, some of the S3 buckets, storing data, retrieving data, and then maybe we can see some CLI commands. But then there is a lot, like say how you can create S3 lifecycle and store your data into Glacier. Say, for example, I'm telling,
Okay,
that way you can explore more. You have to explore more. I will touch base on few of the topics in each service.
sure, sure.
Okay, guys, I think we are good, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. See, keep your patience. Probably I will not go very fast. I will go slow only because everyone is starting from beginning only. Probably some theory parts will be there, some practicals will be there. Try to understand in theory part also, and in practicals probably I will not talk much. I will do practicals. While doing practicals, I will talk, but sometimes we'll talk more, we'll talk less, but we'll try to cover the topics so that you will be able to understand.
And what was the timeline? Like it's 2 months, right? To complete it?
50 to 60 days, like
Okay,
2 months on. Yes, yeah.
okay, sure, sure.
Weekends also we'll have classes, or like from Monday to Friday only we have.
I don't think we need in weekends. In the last, we need to see if required. Will otherwise, I'm not planning in weekends. Work-life balance.
So the timing is fixed, like 8 p.m., or is it flexible? Like, uh,
No, we need to fix the time, right? Because everyone adjust according to the timelines, right? So every time if we change, people will keep asking. Then
yeah,
I cannot cover. I'm working, right? So I cannot do that.
sure.
Fine, then I'm going to wind up this demo. So this is what we wanted, common understanding. Then Visualpath, you contact to Visualpath and give your feedbacks or whatever, and then understand from when the class will start, so that from then we'll do. Probably I may take 1 or 2 days off, less than 5 days, I can say, throughout the course. But if I am missing, then we'll try to cover in the next class or weekends according to mutual understanding of you and me.
Any help in preparation as well for this
Sorry?
course? Any help in the resume preparation as well?
Resume preparation help is required, then we'll cover that also in the last, not in the beginning.
Yeah, because like if you want to add some project in the resume, so it would be helpful.
See, man, Hari, I can say one thing. If you are strong enough and, if you don't have experience also, if you have experience in other projects, people know how much you have hands-on experience, or, you don't have experience. If you have confidence, go ahead and give your interview. We will, I will tell you how to prepare the resume. Take that and go and give your interview. But then in this course, you learn well and explore on your own more. Then only you can go hit the, crack the interview.
That is correct. Yeah.
Mm.
And so, can you just send me the updated like syllabus? Yeah, I know you have gone through that contents of that course.
No,
Maybe
this is not
it's
updated ones. This is like,
okay.
I told you it is high level. So here it is written Scala. So, but I'm covering Python. But just for your
Okay.
understanding, I just opened this and showed you. So you no need to worry. See, at high level, three things we are covering. One is AWS services. Second is PySpark. And third is relevant tools. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See you guys. We'll meet in our sessions.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Good night.